What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be finishing off the Notes application, so let's get to it. What's going on, guys? So in the last video we just left off with adding a note, and now we're going to be finishing off all the rest of these commands. So we're going to do remove, read, and list. So we're going to start off with remove first, and in here I'm already going to call it out. Notes dot, I'm going to name it remove note, right? We're going to have a function in this notes script file called remove note, and we're going to pass it in the title. Control save. And in here, remember, we're going to do a ES6 syntax arrow function. So var remove note equals parentheses, and inside of the parentheses we're adding an argument, title. Okay. So, and we're going to just add it down here, just so that way we don't forget remove note. Control save this. Okay. So what do we need to do to remove a note? Well, first things first, we need to read the file first, right? So how do we read it? In the last video we created this fetch notes function that will fetch all the notes in this text file. So we're going to just literally copy this right here. Control copy, paste that, and now we have all the notes in our notes.txt file. And remember, this is stored in an array, right? So we're gonna have to loop through this array and find the note that they want to, remove. So title 2, note 2. We're gonna change these to note 3 and note 4. Control save. All right. So we're gonna have to loop through the array, and I'm pretty sure you're used to the for loop, right? Var equals I, or I, and then equals 0, right? I is less than notes dot length, all that. We're not gonna do that. And I'm pretty sure you're used to notes dot for each, right? I cannot type today. For each. We're not going to do that as well. We're going to be using a built-in JavaScript function called filter. You see this? It already does it for you. But let's get rid of this so that way we can explain it. And filter takes in a function. And how do you do functions in ES6? Remember, it's parentheses. We're going to type in note in here. I'll explain that in a bit. Equals, greater than, and then brackets. This is how you do a function. Why this note? It's because it's taking every note inside of notes. So every note, or every object, I just say, because every element is an object. So this is a note, this is a note, right? It's going to take every note from notes, and we're going to do something with this note. So we're trying to filter it, right? So we're gonna do note dot title. Note, I'm referring to this note right here. Note dot title, because remember we're fetching every object and we want to get the title. So note dot title. If it does not equal title, right, we want to store this into the array. So filter actually returns an array back. So we gotta store it into a variable. So var, I'm gonna call it filtered notes equals. Okay. So filter returns an array. So let's take this for an example. Let's do note 4 over here. Note 4. We pass in note 4 in our program. We pass in note 4, right? And since we're looping through all the notes, it's gonna say, we're going to start off with note 2, right? So note 2, note 2.title, which is note 2. If note 2 does not equal the title we passed in, which was note 4, if it does not equal note 4, I want you to pass it into the array. So it does that. Node 3 comes by. Node 3 does not equal node 4. It passes that in. Now node 4 comes by. Node 4 does not equal node 4. That's wrong because it does equal. So we just leave that aside. We actually do not pass that into the new array. And that's what we want. We want that because we want to remove that. That's the one they requested to remove. The user requested to remove. So now that we have the filter array, we're going to have to store that back into notes.txt, which is this again. We just need to copy this. And instead of passing in notes, we're going to pass in filtered notes. Copy, paste, control save. All right, now let's remove node 3. Let's see if this works. So node app.js, and then remove -- title, and we're going to give it the title note 3, right? We want to remove note 3. Oh, and we get an error. Oh, we're not really an error. It just gives us an array back, an empty array back. So let's go back and see what's going on. So var note notes.filter note, right? And then note.title. Actually, we could remove these since it's not going to be doing anything. Since it's already returning this one statement, we don't have to like put in the curly braces. And then we're going to just save it, right? Notes.txt, JSON.stringify, filter notes, right? That's exactly what we want. So let's try to run it one more time. Let's see. We need to redo this. Control Z, Control save. Oh, there it is. That was the problem. Having those brackets. Remove the brackets and we're fine. We're ready to roll. So you see, we removed node 3 from here. Now let's try to remove node 4. And you should not see. Oh, there it is. It gives us the new array. Great. Now we have it removed. And I'm gonna just Control Z so we could keep on playing with those notes that we have in there. All right. What's next? What's the next one? We're gonna get reading a note. All right. Let's read a note. All right. Like again, we're gonna be doing the same thing in here. I'm gonna just copy this. Copy, paste, remove. Instead of remove, we're gonna say read note. We're gonna pass it in the title. Yes. Control save. Create another one over here. Var read. Once you have this, guys, once you like know exactly how to do this, it's gonna be pretty simple to build out the rest of the things. In the last video, I told y'all to try to build it if you could. I mean, I was gonna do it with you guys, but if you could have done it, that would have been better. You know, so that way you could actually get practice on your own. But anyways, for reading a note, we have to do the same thing again. We have to get all the notes in our file, right? And then we're gonna have to loop again. We're gonna have to loop again because we want to get the one. We want to read the one they want to read. I don't even know if that made sense. We want to get the one that they want to get. Yeah, I think that makes sense, right? Okay. Sorry, I was thinking on the phrase I was talking about. Anyways, so we're gonna do exactly the same thing here. So I'm gonna just grab this and copy it, right? But instead of removing one, we're gonna want to add it. So we actually want to say here, we actually want to triple equals because we want to say if it is the one that they want, pass it in. If it's not, then I don't want it. And then all we're gonna have to do here, it's literally so we could do two things here. We could return it back over here to our main thing, or we could just console log it here, right? So we could just do console log. I'm just console.log. I don't even know why I did console log. You see, it does that all the time. So let me just do it the simple way. Log. And we're gonna return filter notes. Filtered notes. Let's see if we actually get what we want. So let's go back here and we're gonna do, instead of remove, we're going to just do read. Read note. Read note is not a function. Why is it not a function? Because we don't have it in the exports. That's why. Silly me. So let's add it in. Read note. All right, let's pass it in again. All right, great. Note 4. That's the one exactly what we wanted, and yeah, that's exactly what we wanted. And remember, it's an array, so we actually have to do this and grab the first element in the array. And now we do it again. You get an object back. So now we could just do now we could do like console log. Here, we could do this. Watch. We could do title. Filter notes. Oh, remember, we could actually do the template string. So the tick, right before the one, above the tab, right? I'm just grab this egg and then paste it in here, right? So I'm gonna do title, and how do we use a variable? With $sign and then bracket, and over here end the bracket. So title, right, and then colon. I don't know why I'm doing colon there. It's weird. Title colon, and then body. I'm gonna capitalize that, body colon, and then it'll be the same thing, but in here it's gonna be dot title, and in here it's gonna be dot body. Paste it. Dot body. Control save and see what we get. There you go. Reading note. Title, note 4, body, new note, and then whatever this is. And you can display this however you want to display. And we're gonna do something later on down the road for that. Alright, great. Now we have that. Now we have list. Now the only thing we need to do is list. So notes dot list. I'm gonna just say get all. Get all. Get all. Alright. And you literally don't have to pass in nothing in here because we're literally just gonna grab all the notes. And we're gonna just do var get all equals to this equals, okay, and we literally just need to do this, right? And then we're going to log out, notes, control save. So now we just do, instead of read, we're going to do list, listing on notes, and nothing happens. The reason why is because we didn't save it here, and we would have gotten an error because we didn't export it. I keep on forgetting to export. So get all, bottom, control save. Now we do it. Oh, because I spelled notes wrong. And this is how you read it, guys. It literally tells you right here, console.log, and then it tells you what at what line 44, which is 44 on notes.js we are. So control save it, and there you go. Remember, it's an array again, right? But like I said, I'll teach you. Actually, I'm gonna teach you right now how to actually console log these. You can console log these however you want. You could do a for loop right here and console log all the notes by itself. But we're gonna be doing it in another way. So I'm gonna create another function down here, right? I'm gonna call it log note, and we're gonna create a function. It's gonna take in a note equals. Okay. So in here we're gonna do log, and then in the beginning I'm just give it some hyphens or asterisks. No, just asterisks, make it look pretty. And then we're gonna do a log again. And we're going to do the same thing with the template strings. So title, I'm gonna just copy this right here. But it's not gonna be filter note, it's gonna be note, right? And we can just remove this note.title because we're passing in, this is one note, this object is one note. So note.title, and then do that again, control D, control shift D to copy the last line or the line you're in, body, and then we're gonna do right here body. Now control save. Now if we do this, now if we do log note right here, log note, there you go, and we pass it in. Oh, we actually, sorry, notes is the array, so we have to like do a for each loop on this. Yes, now we actually do need to do a for each loop on this, right? So we're gonna do notes dot for each, and then for every note, yes, we're gonna do a syntax for every note. I want you to do log, no, not console, log note, and we're gonna pass it in the note. I really hate when it does that. Note, get rid of that, semicolon right there. All right, let's see how this looks. There we go, listing on notes, body 2, title note 2, title note 3, and all this. So we have this working, but let's see if it works for read, right? And then we're gonna give it a title of note 3, and it does pass it in. Oh, the reason why is because, sorry, we didn't even pass it in. So I was looking at this like, what? How did that pass it in? It's because of this. So we gotta get rid of that and actually call this. So log note, log note, parentheses, and we're gonna get in the filter note, filtered notes. And remember, it's an array, so we're gonna return 0. Control save. Control save, and now let's do it one more time. And there it is. All right, cool. And remove a note. You're not gonna be able to do it here because you're gonna remove it, and you're not gonna be able to count to log anything. It's not gonna have the title. It's gonna stay undefined because you already removed it. We could do it for add though. Yes, let's do it for add. We can actually do it for add. So we're gonna do log note. And we're gonna just pass in the note that they created. So we're gonna just pass in note. Control save. So we just do add, and then dash title, and give that a title of I don't know, shopping. This is something different. And then give it a body of lights, food, and that's it. And adding note, the object note, because we did a console. I keep on doing this. We did a console log. We don't want a log. We want the log note. Log note. Damn it. All right. Control save. And now let's do it again. All right. There you go. Shopping lights. There you go. Now we have everything. You can make it a little bit more fancier, but this is it, guys. This is literally the notes application. Now you could read, add, save, and delete, and list all notes. Save is already a function, but save a note, save. Why do I keep on saying save? Read, remove, list, and add a note. There you go. But you could also get a little bit more complex with this. Like, for example, as you can see here, we could have identical titles. See, shopping, and there's 2 shoppings. So if you want to remove one, it's going to actually remove both of these. So you could make it where it's only one, like they can only have the title only be one, right? You could do that if you wanted to. You could also do make title a required field. If they don't have a title, then it's going to throw in an error saying that we need a title, right? But let's do one together real quick. Let's just do one together real quick, and we're going to do the one where if it's two of the same thing, like shopping, you're not gonna be able to do that. So we're gonna create a variable. I'm gonna say duplicate, or I'm gonna say double. I'm gonna just say double. Double equals notes dot filter, because we want to filter the one that, and we're gonna pass a note. And in here, we're gonna do, just delete this, note dot title equals title, right? All right. So this is gonna pass in an array. Remember, it's gonna pass in an array. So down here, we're going to do an if statement. So if double dot length, remember double returns an array back, so length. I spelled that wrong. Wait, did I? No, I had that right. That's why I'm like, that doesn't look right. Okay, log length equals 0. So we're saying that if the array equals 0, meaning that there was not a double. Well, we want to push in the note. Copy, because title is passed in by this, right? You're passing in a title. Right here. And we already grabbed all the notes. We're grabbing all the notes in here. We're filtering the title. So if you pass in shopping again, like if you already have this, right? You already have this, and you try to do another title with shopping. Well, it's checking if title is already in the notes. If it is, then this array is not going to be empty, right? Because you're passing in the title. Look, it'll make sense. It's going to make sense. I'm gonna make it make sense. All right. So you already have this one array. You already have this one node in here. So now you're in here. Forget about this one. Let's just control save. All right. Now go to my application, and I want to pass in another one with shopping. Okay, it's gonna go in here. This is shopping now, and it already grabbed all the notes from here. So it's gonna keep on saying if there's a note in here with the title shopping, I want you to add it here. That's what we're checking here, the double, if it's already in here. So if it's not in there, well, we're going to want to do this whole thing right here. We're going to want to do this, because it's safe to do it because there's nothing in there with that title, right? But if there is something in there, we're going to do an else log, and I'm just say stop title already exists. Control save, and we're going to just delete this, and we want to do this right here. Control copy. We actually want to pass this in here because control save. All right. So like I said, you see this right here, shopping. It's already in here. So let's try to add another one with shopping in there. Oh, look at that. Stop title already exists, and it does not add it in here. You see that? There's no another title called shopping. So this is how we remove duplication. It was pretty simple, guys, like I said, but now you can make it this has to be required when you're adding a note. You could actually skip it, like literally you don't have to type in anything. Look, I'm gonna do note 3. Oh, actually there's already a note 3, so I was gonna say no. So note 5, I'm adding, but remember body's missing, but it's gonna allow me, you see, but it gives me an undefined. You can actually make body required, saying that if they pass in nothing on body, you could throw in an error saying, you need a body or something like that. But make this your own, guys, please, and I'm gonna have this in GitHub, so if you want to just download the whole Node app, you can. I'll leave the description in the link below. I'll leave the link in the description below. So, guys, we have completed our first step on getting to know what Node is all about. So this is just one project, and this is fairly a simple project for Node to getting for beginners to getting the comprehending the concept of Node. This is just one app. We have 2 more apps to go, guys. So when we create those 2 apps, you're going to be able to literally know everything about Node. Not literally know everything, because I've been doing Node for 5 years and I don't know everything about Node, but you're going to know a lot of things, guys, if you just keep on following me along and creating these applications with me. You're going to know a lot of things. So please stay tuned for the other applications, and this is the end for Notes, the series on Notes application. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment, like or dislike, and please, if you haven't, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.